Gabe, we got real football to talk about, my friend. AJ Brown, big stinker. CMC, does he have a calf? I don't know. But in a 12-team start 11, how are you feeling? Do you want CMC and Jerry Jeudy or AJ Brown and Travis Etienne?
Man, Ty, you know that this is a pro AJ Brown show. I think I'm going to stick with the man, Swole Batman.
All right, well, let's talk about it.
You got barbecue back there, and you didn't invite me. Hurt my feelings.
Welcome on in to the All Gas Trade Show. I'm Ty at Ty Declare 44. I am joined by Gabe at iGabe_FF on X. Now, oh boy, I love new news. Gabe, we got real, actionable news. This isn't hypotheticals. We don't got to say the same thing over and over again. I am so excited, man. Football is here. How are you doing, my friend?
I am doing great, brother. First, I wanted to start off, though, by saying, how about those Chiefs, Ty?
Oh, man, you got to do me dirty this early on.
I was going to say, hey, I don't get to do it often, right? Because you guys do win all the damn time. Yeah. But, I gotta pick around and mess with you a little bit when I can. Yeah.
No, sucks with Worthy. Sucks that, hey, that is what it is. Chargers played really well. I'm excited for that team. And again, I'm excited to talk some trades with you, my friend. So you know the deal. Patreon.com/allgas. And if you want some of the tools and everything else going on at DD, head on over to ddfantasyfootball.com. And Gabe, we literally have a jam-packed show, so we're not messing around here. Okay, we're not going to be like Mr. Beast at halftime and just talking to talk.
Yeah.
Anyways, 12-team start 11 here, brought to us by Woody. It's a 0.5 PPR, just completed after seeing CMC warm up by himself in practice. That's all it took, man. It was just the warm up in practice. So, CMC, Jeudy for AJ Brown and Etienne. I got some more team stuff and all that, but you said you're leaning AJ Brown, and I mean, I don't disagree, but I mean, let's talk about this. AJ Brown and Jerry Jeudy, right? I think we went through a would you rather a couple weeks ago of, for 2025, who would we want AJ Brown over? And we took AJ Brown in a number of circumstances. Last night or Thursday night was not, it wasn't inspiring when it comes to AJ Brown, right? Jerry Jeudy, probably the only ticket in the wide receiver room in Cleveland, right? CMC, if he plays, is he going to be CMC? Is he going to have some workload spelled? Is it the exact same situation we were in last year, right? And then Travis Etienne, he's a running back. I like Jacksonville, so maybe I should like Etienne. So how much, have you seen your steam change on AJ Brown for 2025 at all? And just talk to me kind of how that all balanced out for you.
I mean, look, I think, and Ray kind of alluded to it on Wake Up, but Dallas played a very good game against Philadelphia, man. Very, very good game. They played a lot of zone coverage, right? And so Hurts was just able to run around and do his thing, right? I mean, sure, a lot of underneath passes went to Dallas Goedert, but the reality is, man, is that we knew Philadelphia was going to be a run-first offense. I mean, they have a phenomenal rushing quarterback in Jalen Hurts, and they arguably have the best running back in the NFL right now with Saquon Barkley. So of course they're going to want to run the ball when they can. And, again, I think AJ Brown at this point, he is who he is, right? I think he's going to have weeks where he absolutely goes off. And then there are going to be a little bit lower passing volume games depending on what's going on with the game script and what's going on with the offense, right? And so, for me, obviously, now we have some news about Christian McCaffrey. He's questionable. It looks like he might play, but again, we really just don't know what that situation's like. Now, all of a sudden, Ty, you see everybody in the streets. It's like, it's the same thing as last year. This is what happened last year. He was questionable, and next thing you know, he misses the whole year and blah, 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 blah. And so, again, I think there's just as much, if not maybe even more stink on Christian McCaffrey right now because we have seen how this situation has played out before in the past. For me, man, AJ Brown is an elite talent. He is an elite talent. When he gets the opportunity, he's going to do great things with it. I can't tell you how many times. I mean, Jamar Chase, Justin Jefferson, CeeDee Lamb, take your pick of elite wide receiver that you like. They're going to have down weeks too. I'm not going to sit here and freak out because all the passes went to Dallas Goedert, and I think Smitty only had 1 or 2 catches as well, right? So, like, again, at the end of the day, it's just the way that the game script fell. It's just the way that the game played out. And I do believe that that game would have been very different, Ty, had they not had an hour and a half weather delay. You know,
Right.
I think that also slowed down the game, right? It, you know, again, defenses were able to adjust very well to what they were doing. The offenses were doing. And so, again, I understand the concern, but I'm not concerned on AJ Brown at this point. Because again, I think production-wise, and it's very similar with Christian McCaffrey, but production-wise, week to week, these guys can absolutely be the difference between you winning a week and you losing a week.
100%. We talked some AJ Brown on Dynasty Deal Show last night. We've been talking AJ Brown in the Discord for my entire waking day, right on Friday. I think the thing that's probably changed with AJ Brown is just the clear, I would say, like, there's no longer like future value, or like you're not getting into AJ Brown to get more flexible.
Yeah.
You know, AJ Brown is what he is. And now it's like, what price are you willing to pay for what that is? So with that in mind, I mean, I think what Josh McAtee on the Friday morning drive over in the Discord, I think he said it was like AJ Brown was a wide receiver 1 on 43% of his weeks, you know, like throughout the past couple of years of his career, whatever. That's the nature of what wide receiver at that range is, right? Like you said, there's going to be weeks there that are stinkers. AJ Brown had a couple of 1.8 point weeks, I think, just last year.
Yeah.
Right. Like, it happens. It's a part of it. It sucks that it's week 1. It sucks that it's an island game, and it sucks it's the first football that we've watched. But yeah, the reactions and the hard line takes on it, I don't know. I want to pump the brakes on that. So, but looking here, man, like, I don't want to just have fears of the past impact what Christian McCaffrey could be, right?
Absolutely.
Which, same thing, a production bet. But I think Jerry Jeudy here is an interesting piece of the deal, because I want Jerry Jeudy over ETN. I'll start there. Do you disagree with that?
You want Jerry Jeudy over ETN? No, I agree with that 100%.
And if I'm fine with that swap, you know, should I be okay with CMC for AJ Brown? No, I still want AJ Brown over CMC.
Yeah.
But I think from like a roster construction perspective, if you told me that if someone is betting that AJ Brown is just going to be more of a mid-level wide receiver in an offense that's not going to support him through passing, and Jerry Jeudy can get me 80% of that, or some weeks more, then I want to take the bump from Christian. I want to take the bet on Christian McCaffrey over an ETN. I can definitely see that. I think that's where I think like this trade, it's not about future value. It's not really about flexibility, right? No one's like, maybe Jeudy is going up, but that's about it.
Yep.
I'm going to take CMC and Jeudy here. I'm going to do that. I just think I want that. I want the bet on the running back elite outcome versus the wide receiver elite outcome here.
Yeah, man. No, and I definitely understand that too, right? I mean, I think CMC and Jerry Jeudy have all the ceiling potential, right? Like, they are the ones that are, if they hit, they're going to hit a lot higher than AJ Brown and Travis Etienne, right? And so I cannot disagree with you at all for wanting to take Christian McCaffrey and Jerry Jeudy. My only concern too is, you know, you mentioned that AJ Brown at this point in his career, he's not really a dynasty value type of guy, right? I mean, dude, the same could be said for Christian McCaffrey. Like, so many people in the offseason didn't want to touch this man. And now with this news, people really don't want to touch him, you know? And so it's kind of the same way. And I agree, right? If you're looking for a ceiling play, Christian McCaffrey and Jerry Jeudy is absolutely the right way to go. I'm just going to stick with the wide receiver here, and hope that ETN can take over that Jacksonville backfield again.
Yeah. So let's see what Woody thought. So Woody said, I saw AJ Brown play week 1 on my roster, and that was enough.
Yeah.
The future is now. Trust the Trinity. Cool. Right. So Woody's betting that Jeudy scores close enough to AJ Brown to make it worth it for him. There we go. Yep. AJ Brown is strictly a point scoring vessel. Yep. No future value. Yep. No insulation. So yep. We're on the same page, Woody. Why not take the higher redraft upside in CMC? Yeah. And that was basically kind of what we laid out there. So I love how that worked out. Okay. Woody's running roster. So it's Dak, Hurts, and Tua. You're fine there. JT, CMC, Kyron, Aaron Jones, Eckler. And we got Rice, Waddle, DJM, Jeudy, Downs, Ridley, and Jennings. Now, when I look at that team, Gabe, I think I want an AJ Brown in there more than I want a Christian McCaffrey in that running back room.
And I do agree with that, my friend. I do agree with that, especially having Rice out for 6 weeks. Waddle is not really somebody that I want to trust week to week. DJ Moore is also another one that I'm just kind of E on. Yeah, I think this team, again, does have an AJ Brown sized hole, man, at the wide receiver position, in my opinion. I'd rather have AJ Brown there than Christian McCaffrey. But again, I understand what he's trying to do.
Yeah. That's hey, Woody, you saw week 1. He said that's enough for me. And if you're trusting the Trinity, you're going to find all the opportunities to find those wide receivers to plug into your lineup. So good luck, Woody. Let us know what you want on this one, people. Do you want CMC and Judy, or do you want AJ Brown and ETN? Cool. All right, let's move on to Robby Boss. Bang. A 12-team start 11 PPR 1.0 tight end premium and a 0.15 point per carry. I see Shane says, and Shane sent away Marvin Harrison Jr. and Jerry Jeudy, and Robby Boss sent away. I said that weird. So Robby Boss got that, and then he sent away Josh Jacobs, AJ Brown, and Cade Otton. So now we're talking AJ Brown to Marvin Harrison Jr. So that's a different bet entirely, right?
Oh yeah.
We got Jacobs and Jeudy. And then we got Otton as well in a 1.0 tight end premium. Gabriel, my friend, what side of this deal do you want?
Man. Well, I think, 1-for-1 Marvin Harrison, AJ Brown, it's going to be Marvin Harrison from a dynasty value perspective, right? From a point scoring perspective, it could go either way. I'll still lean Marvin Harrison Jr., but I don't think that delta is that significant in my opinion. And in a 1.15 point per carry, I'm taking Jacobs over Jerry Jeudy 10 out of 10 times.
11 out of 10.
Yeah, 10 out of 10 times. And so for me, Ty, man, it's crazy to think, man. I think I'm going to stick with AJ Brown, Josh Jacobs, and Cade Otton here.
Yeah.
Talk to me. Tell me I'm crazy, man. Tell me I'm crazy.
No, I don't think you're crazy, right? So
12
I think
by 11. So still a little bit, it's starting to become a little deep. 1 point tight end premium. Cade Otton's a nice piece, man.
Cade Otton's a nice piece. So if I'm sending away Cade Otton, that tells me that I have to have, tight ends in place, right? So on Robbie's roster, he had Otton, Ertz, Jonnu, Waller, and Barner.
Ertz, Jonnu, Waller. Okay, yeah. So he doesn't need a tight end.
No, he had multiple options. Yeah. It's a roadblock there anyway. So trade the one that you can actually get some value for. Okay. Yep. Right. So I can see that you're getting credit for that in the deal. He also gets the Kyler Marr stack, Baker's Evans stack. Okay. Felt Otton was similar. Most appealing option to declutter the room. Sure. Okay. So I see why we're adding Otton in. That's free value to send away. Man, AJ Brown and Marvin Harrison Jr. Like, I want to believe in Marv. He's the only real ticket in the wide receiver room in Arizona. Yes, there's that whole Trey McBride problem, but it's the Josh Jacobs to Jerry Jeudy for me, man.
Yeah, and I agree. And that's why for me, especially in a 0.15 point per carry, I mean, Josh Jacobs is a bell cow running back. Yeah. He's going to get 70+% probably of the touches there in Green Bay. Yeah. And again, for me, if you're telling me, I just think the points are all on the Josh Jacobs, AJ Brown, and Cade Otton side, despite what I saw in week 1 from AJ Brown.
Right. Yeah. Again, week 1 was pretty scary. So I get it. Yeah. If this is a 0.25 point per carry, it's not close. 1.5, it's or 0.15. It's still in, it's nice. I'll take Jacobs. I'll take AJ Brown. I'll take Otton. I see why you're sending away Otton. That makes sense. You're getting younger with Marvin Harrison Jr. You're stacking it up. Robbie, I see why you did it. I just think it's the Josh Jacobs of it all. So good one. Yeah, let's move on. We got a lot of deals to get to, so we'll keep it moving. All right, Kujvari. Kujvari. I never feel confident saying your name, but
I'm glad you say the names too. I'm glad you say the names.
Yeah. 12 teams start 11, 0.15 tight end premium superflex. Things I am confident about, Gabe, is that lad McConkey, good at football. Gonna be very fun in that Chargers offense. But my friend, we got Odunze in a 2027 first on the other side. So I need to know where your convictions are in a 12 by 11 lad or Odunze in a first.
I'll tell you this, man. If we're just gonna be reactionary to what we've seen, lad McConkey is very damn good, and Justin Herbert is very good.
Yes. Very good.
Odunze, man, he's a guy that we really like, but it's more of a potential, right? Like, we like what Caleb Williams could potentially do with Ben Johnson now. We like what Odunze could Odunze could be a very big beneficiary of that. But Ty, man, it's point scoring season my guy. I think depending on how my team is constructed, and I want to make sure that I preface that, depending on how my team is constructed, if that is like, I'm convicted that is a late 27 first because my team is just that good, I am willing to make this pivot. I would take Ladd McConkey over Rome Odunze in a first.
Yeah. So it's funny, right? I'm sitting here and I'm looking at John Bauer's tiers, and he's got AJ Brown and Rome Odunze back to back right now.
Yeah.
If that's AJ Brown in a
down,
first,
I would imagine, right?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
If that's AJ Brown in a first, I feel differently because I'm like, I still get that wide receiver one upside. And this is the what if that's built into the Odunze, right? Is that has to hit for that to make if Odunze is wide receiver one, takes this massive step forward, and he is that safe wide receiver we were all sold in the draft.
Mm-hmm.
I like Odunze in a first, but I feel like I need to see that first before I really put that steam there. So that's the conviction bet, and that's probably what you have to do this time of year if you want to get that. Because if Odunze hits, that is a smash deal Odunze in a 27 first for Ladd.
Oh, yeah.
Until we see that, though, 12 by 11, it's not deep enough for me. I'm taking Ladd.
Boom. I love it. I love when we're on the same side.
I know. So for Kashvari here, he just completed an auction draft. The team is a solid contender, but he saved money and tried to buy up leftover pieces that didn't go as high. So he sent Garrett Wilson for 2 firsts when I got this offer. It'd work. I figured I'd take a shot on Odunze, increasing value and adding a first. I don't hate that at all.
Yeah.
JJ McCarthy, Flacco, Tua, Daniel Jones, Genty, Henderson, Gordon, Walker, Sharps, Tootin, Judkins. He has some more in there as well. Stebo, Judy, Evans, Pearsall, Pittman, Harris, plus Hawk, Njoku, Kraft, Otten, Fannin, Arroyo. I think he had like Barner as well or something in there too. So you just come out of an auction draft. You have a pretty deep team as is, right? A lot of veteran value. Here's the thing. If that's best ball, like that's awesome. 12 by 11, you already have too many pieces. So I don't hate the idea of moving some things, putting some first in the back pocket and going forward. But man, when I look at that wide receiver room, you know what I really want in there?
A Ladd McConkey.
A Ladd McConkey. I really do. Does the seeing the team change at all for you?
No, I'm still going to take Ladd McConkey. But one thing I do want to highlight, Ty, is that we did have some breaking news.
Ooh. I don't have a sounder for this.
I love it. There you go. Quinshon Judkins has signed a fully guaranteed rookie contract with the Cleveland Browns.
Let's go.
He's not eligible for week 1, but he is eligible for week 2.
Let's go.
So shout out to everybody that was still holding on to those Quinshon Judkins shares.
Yeah, worked out for you, baby.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, cool. That's fun. Yeah, I tell you what, if you throw Quinshon in the deal, maybe you feel different, but no, that's a fun one. Just choose your lane, right? Choose your bets. I don't hate the idea of if you can get another 2 first for a wide receiver, like that was an awesome deal for Garrett Wilson. You know, I think
if you, 2 firsts is insane.
Yeah. So keep doing that and you'll be all right.
Oh yeah.
All right, let's move on to Slippy. Slippy brings us a 10 by 10 one quarterback league, 0.5 PPR. His words, basic bitch home league. All right. Team is stacked and is going for the 3-peat. Tired of waiting for Garrett Wilson. JSN will be my wide receiver 4, and he has good depth. Sounds like a 10 by 10 league, right?
Yeah.
So Garrett Wilson and Jalen Warren for JSN in a 26 second. Gabe?
You know what to do, my friend.
What the hell? Oh my God! No way!
Yeah.
I want JSN over Garrett Wilson. I just do.
I want JSN over Garrett Wilson and Jalen Warren
and Jalen Warren. Yeah,
it's a free 26 second for me.
It's a free 26 second. So Slippy, you did the damn thing, dude. Just wanted to give you your props on this one. 10 by 10, one quarterback. Listen, you're going for the 3-peat. You clearly have a good team. You're trading from exit. Like I bet Garrett Wilson and Jalen Warren were making that team. Like they may be a flex play, maybe.
Yeah.
But that's what you got to do in a 10 by 10 to get things done. Is I guess give away a free second just to get the players you want. So good stuff. All right, Cam Haas, get us back on track here. 12 teams, start 10. PPR, the squad is Hurts, Geno, Saquon, Achane, Pollard, Chuba, Javonte, Waddle, Marv, Myers, Adams, Godwin, Wandale, Mooney, and Njoku. We're sending away Marvin Harrison Jr. We're getting a Emeka Egbuka and a 2027 second. Gabe.
Don't make me do it, Ty.
I need you to choose a side here, my friend.
All right, fellas.
Huddle up.
Yeah. I was going to say, fellas, here we go. Okay. I am very excited for Emeka Egbuka and what he could do in this Tampa Bay offense now that the runway is clear for him. Now we know McMillan is not going to be there. Godwin is not going to be there. Both of those guys will miss time for the first couple of weeks. They will not be there. And Ty, I'm not super confident, man, that coming back, he loses that spot depending on what he does in the first couple of weeks.
Right.
And he's going to get the opportunity, man. He was a very, very high draft pick for Tampa Bay. I think Egbuka is going to blow his ADP out of the water this year.
Oh, yeah.
And for me, the Dynasty community, man, loves when these guys are rookies and they go out there and produce. I want to take the shot on Egbuka in the 27 second, man, because I just think that path for him to accrue his value is so clear right now, man. And Tampa Bay loves to throw the damn ball. And I'll tell you, from a throwing perspective, I trust Baker Mayfield a hell of a lot more than I do Kyler Murray.
Mm-hmm. Judging on how the community has adjusted to 8 quarters of football.
Yeah.
I feel like we are like 48 hours away from Emeka Egbuka and Harrison being flipped in Dynasty.
If we're ready to just disregard everything Devontae Smith and AJ Brown have done the past couple seasons after one game, and absolutely. People have already talked about Omarion Hampton being super inefficient in week 1. It was like, again, super inefficient running back. It's like, oh, maybe he's just not that good. And yeah, man, I want Egbuka. I want Egbuka in the second tie. Tell me I'm crazy though, dude. Please tell me I'm crazy.
Here, well, let me lay it out for you then, right? So, second-year breakout wide receiver, the only ticket in town. He looks like Marv. What was it, week 2? Or was it week 3 when he had that
2 touchdowns, I think?
Yeah, like Marv goes out and does that a couple of the games in a row, and people are like, okay, I'm back in. Marv's cool. It's going to be good. Maybe Kyler takes a step forward. Maybe they actually talked in the offseason. Who knows? But man, like,
they did say he worked out.
Right.
He put on like 10 pounds, I think, is what I saw.
Yeah, I don't think that was AI, but he did his damn thing. But man, like what? Like I feel like I can do anything with Egbuka in Dynasty. I can attach a pick to Egbuka, and I don't feel bad asking for any range of player.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like I feel like Egbuka is the ticket. It is. I don't want to get off the rocket ship yet because people are going to be patiently waiting for that first touchdown. Lord help us if he gets 2. Like, Lord help us if he gets 2.
Oh, dude, if he gets 2, he's creeping into that wide receiver, late wide receiver 1 or back end wide receiver 1 range. And
if we didn't have the positive steps in the drumbeat of Egbuka throughout the offseason, everything, the threading of the needle happening in front of us, if we didn't have that, I'd still take the Marv side.
Absolutely.
Every reason why we put a detractor in front of Egbuka, why it's more of a hope bet than a production bet, and why it might not work out. It's just gone his way. Yeah. So who am I to get in the way of that? Just give me Egbuka, give me the second. I'll either do more with that, or that rocket ship will take off, and I'll be happy to be on the Egbuka side.
Oh yeah, hey man,
I do not hate getting into Marv though. Let me put that. Like I do not hate it. I think it's a square deal. I'm not sending away Marv for less. Right? I will let someone choose their preference though. Give me Egbuka. Give me a second.
Yeah, you didn't want to get off of Bitcoin back in 2013 when it started to skyrocket. So don't get off of Egbuka right now.
Right, absolutely. That's good comparison, buddy.
There you go. I got you.
Buka coin is that?
Yeah, I mean, hey, honestly, we could probably create that.
Hey, trademarks. You can't take it. It's ours. Yeah. Big Diaz, 12 teams, start 10, super flex, deep IDP, 1, 2, 3, big play scoring. It's a point per first down rush, 0.5 PPR, 0.5 tight end premium, 1.0 point per first down reception, bonus 1 point per first down for all. Running backs, quarterbacks are juiced. Running backs and rushing quarterbacks are king. Got it?
All right.
Cool.
Yeah.
Diaz put about 47 trades in the channel. He is working hard. His off-season grinding is coming to fruit here, to bloom. I don't know. It's working out for Diaz, and this is one of the most exciting ones he put in there. So Diaz sent away Ja'Marr Chase, 2 26 firsts, including his own. Spencer Rattler, and old Bill for Jaden Daniels and Travion Henderson. My man. There's a lot of big things happening.
There's a lot of big names in this one.
Mostly Daniels and Chase and Henderson in the first. But
I mean,
talk to me,
Corey
man.
Crosby Merritt, right?
We'll get to Bill. Don't you worry. But I'll tell you what, man.
All right,
I'll tell you what.
Hit me with it.
There's going to be teams that, like, I don't think anyone's sending Chase in, like 10 by 12 super flex.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think people are going to send Chase in the first for Daniels. I don't think they're going to do that.
Well, and actually that was the question that I was going to ask you, right? I mean, again, because at the end of the day, 1-for-1, yes, I'm going to take Daniels over Chase, right? Especially just being that it's a super flex league and being that it is a juiced quarterback and running back scoring. And that's where I was actually going to start, Ty. I mean, at the end of the day, it looks like quarterbacks and running backs score a lot of points.
Mm-hmm.
Wide receiver looks like it's for it to be a little bit more of the depleted position. And so I was going to ask if you would send Ja'Marr Chase and a late first for Jaden Daniels in a format like this.
Even if the scoring supported it, I don't think that's how I want to use my Chase.
Yeah.
You know?
Mm-hmm.
So, but then like, let's zoom out. Okay. So Travion Henderson for 2 firsts. That is,
I mean, it's probably the price.
It is if you have Henderson, I don't think you're motivated to move off of him right before week 1 for any less. Is that wrong?
No. And that's what, and I agree with that, right? Again, I think that's probably the price. I don't know that I necessarily want to pay 2 liquid first right now for Travion Henderson, but
yes,
again, I understand where you're coming from and that being the price on him.
Yeah. Because I'm not trading Henderson for Bill in a first. I'm not trading Henderson for Rattler, Bill in a first.
No.
It would have to take the 2. Even if you want to say, I'll take the 2 first side of the Henderson, I'm fine with that.
Yeah.
How I would use my Chase is to send Bill Rattler with that Chase to get Jaden Daniels. I would do that.
And so does the difference, though, from the 2 first to Henderson make up that for you and where you lean one side over the other?
It's a good deal, but I will take Daniels and I will take Henderson. Again, running backs and rushing quarterbacks are king. That's true. Chase, difference maker. 2 firsts. Awesome. I'll tell you what, though, if you're giving me Jaden Daniels in this league, I'm just going to bet that first is late or at best middling. At best middling. That's how I want to use. I want to throw him into a deal, get credit for like a second plus, right? Like that's, and let's get into what Diaz said here. Okay. So he has a failed 3-peat. His team is Mahomes, Jaden Daniels, Flacco, Stafford. He has Achane, Harvey, Hendo, Ollie, Travis Hunter in his defensive back slot. AJ Brown, DJ Moore, Flowers, Warren, Hunter, Henry, all in till 27. This trade has been months in the making, and it took adding Bill for him to finally say add Rattler, which got the deal through. So he's been trying to get the Chase and 2 firsts for Daniels and Henderson kind of like deal to go through. And what it took was the Bill and the Rattler.
So let me ask you this, though, okay? Because we talk about it sometimes in 10 teams and different things like that, right? Where does the IDP of it all change what those first value could be for you and your team? Because at the end of the day, I mean, if you're starting to add defensive players into this draft, then some of the positional players that you might be excited for, man, get pushed down a little bit, right?
I think it mattered this year when Travis Hunter was in the draft, right?
Yeah.
I don't know how much that matters year over year over year over year. I think if we have 2-way players that got to come up, I would agree, yes. But I think I think there's only 3 starters in IDP here, if I'm not mistaken. That's not deep enough for me to think those things actually overtake things in the first round, unless the floor falls out in the class, you know?
Yeah.
So I hear what you're saying. I don't think that impacts the first, but maybe more so the seconds.
Okay.
Because it's just so flat at IDP too, right? You can always find those starters on waiver. So I don't need to blow my first on that. My only first on a defensive player. But if it's Hunter, that makes sense because you get doubles. If you get double scoring, you put him in the DB slot, sweet. But yeah, man, I mean, I think I think I'm just going to lean the format. Give me Daniels and Henderson. It's a good price. Chase and 2 first. If you told me I'm getting Chase and 2 first in a deal, plus Bill, plus Rattler, I'm not hating that at all. So
No, yeah,
it's a good deal. The price is the price, and you found that price after months of working. So good job to both of you. Yeah, just give me the quarterback and the running back, though. Awesome. Pound the rock. Let's go. Brings us a 12-team start 9 Superflex lineup league. It's a 0.5 PPR, no tight end premium. It's transitioned to a start 11 in 2026. And Pound the Rock sends away that man, Marvin Harrison Jr. and, Drake May. He gets back Matthew Golden and 226 first and, a 2027 first. Gabe, 3 firsts in Matthew Golden. May and Harrison. You don't often see 3 firsts thrown around.
Yeah.
12x9 shallow league, 0.5 PPR. So you got to be a volume getting wide receiver to really like move that needle. I'm a fan of Matthew Golden. I'm a fan of first. I also like May and Harrison. So where does the scales of these firsts and these players kind of balance out for you?
I mean, look, so I think for me, the league transitioning to a start 11, right, is something that I don't necessarily want to discredit, right? Because again, at the end of the day, going from a 12x9 to a 12x11, it is a big gap because you're starting to be you need a little bit more depth, right? Right now, you want the best of the best. It's such a shallow league where you're like, just give me the best players and I'm willing to pay up for those guys. But I still think, Ty, people really, and I think people are just now starting to come around to Matthew Golden, but people really like Drake May. And people are, again, if Marvin Harrison does anything, people are going to be really excited about him. So I'll break it down for you this way. Are you sending 2 firsts for Drake May in a 12x9, 12x11, whatever you want to consider it to be, super flex league?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, I'll do it.
Would you rather have, I would imagine you'd rather have Drake May over 2 random first, sorry.
Yeah, there's still some projection built into that price.
Yeah.
But the steam is there, the talent is there, the opportunity is there. Yeah, give me May.
Yeah. Marvin Harrison Jr. or Matthew Golden and a first.
This is where I wanted to talk to you.
Yeah.
Because Marv, I'm just looking here, right? Like, I don't think Marv is jumping Brian Thomas Jr., Puka Nacua, Nico Collins, Amon Ra, or anyone above there, right? Mm-hmm. I think Drake London, Ladd, JSN, they could ascend above Marv, or Marv's going to stay in that bubble. You have Travis, Hunter, Ted Aurora, all the Rashee Rice. Like, Marv could slip down there. I don't mind. I really don't mind the idea of getting Golden and a first for Marvin Harrison Jr. I really don't. But there's projection on kind of both sides of that bet.
Yeah, I mean, I think for me, in the big picture, Matthew Golden has increased a lot, man, over the past couple of weeks, especially with injuries and different things like that. And now, I mean, people are excited about Green Bay with Micah Parsons there too. Yeah. So there's a lot of positive news right now for Green Bay and for Matthew Golden. And so I don't hate that. I don't hate, wanting to sell your Marvin Harrison Jr. for Matthew Golden and a first, right? For me, unless I don't need the quarterback position, then I probably am just going to still take Drake May and Marvin Harrison Jr. But a lot of it is really contingent upon the Drake May of it all, because I value Drake May over those 2 firsts. Yeah. And I just think that delta is a little bit bigger for me, in my opinion, than Marvin Harrison Jr. and Matthew Golden and that first.
The problem with it is when I move something like a Marv and a May, I want something that I can sink my teeth into and not be all first, right?
Correct.
So I am absolutely fine sending Marv away for Golden and a first. What's missing there is something with those 2 firsts for Drake May, right? Yeah. Because it's going to be harder to replace that Drake May than it will be to draft the next Drake May or to use those first to, display. Like, I think that makes it harder. Mm-hmm. But Pounder Rock also says his team has no chance in this shallow of a format. This trade leaves him with Dart left at quarterback, so he at least has 1 shot. 326 first, 427 first, and he owns Kanye's 2027 first already. It's a home league, and firsts are gold. First are gold. Sexy young quarterbacks are also pretty gold.
I was going to say, man, like, I get it, but at the end of the day, now knowing that you only have Jackson Dart, who isn't a starter at the moment. Yes, they used a first-round pick on him. Yes, I do believe he will be the starter by the end of the year, and it probably won't take that long for him to be the starter, right? But now, pound the rock, like, you have to use those picks to get another quarterback. Like, that's just the reality of it. No matter which way you slice and dice it, whether you draft one in the 26th class or you buy one later on, like, you are going to have to use those first for a quarterback. So the saying of, like, you robbed Peter to pay Paul kind of deal, it's like you pretty much kind of just did that, where you're probably going to end up using these two first anyway to buy yourself another quarterback. I'd rather have just kept my Drake May and seeing what I could have gotten with those 427 firsts.
Yeah. Because make the wide receiver swap. I'm cool with that.
Yeah.
But like you said, man, like, now you're kind of hamstringing yourself, or you have to make that move. Mm-hmm. Whereas if I have Drake May and Dart, I am flexible as hell. Now 2026, there's going to be probably a ton of, and probably 2027 too, ton of quarterback options in the draft. So you might be able to hit even late with those picks. So that's cool. Having 7 future firsts versus having 4 future firsts, I don't know, man. Like, which one do you really think moves your team forward more in a home league, right? So that's where I'll stand with May there. But again, make that smaller deal. Golden and a first for Harrison. You got me there.
Yeah.
Cool. All right. Well, thank you, Pound It. Let's move on to the. Nope, that's not it. That's Skibbity toilet.
I was gonna say, you're about to start dancing on me over here.
I might. Where's my Skibbity heads at? How about the All Gas Trade Show?
I love it.
We got about 3 deals. We could have had 5 deals from the All Gas Trade Show this year, but this week. But yeah, the best ball trading rules came into effect. Anyhow, Drew C brings us 2 deals. This is a quick one. So
all right.
Drew, again, All Gas Trade Show, 14 teams, start 11. It's a best ball league. You got to start 2 quarterbacks, 3 running backs, 2 wide receivers, 2 tight ends. You got 2 flexes. There's juice to running backs and quarterbacks and tight ends. Wide receiver, again, you only got to start 2, but they score some decent points. So, it's a balanced league. Drew sends away Keon Coleman and $23 to Janner, and Drew gets Dylan Sampson. Man, this is now we don't have a Quinchon trade.
Well, I was gonna say this does affect, now that Quinchon has signed.
Now, week 1, you still got week 1, but there's also that Jerome Ford.
Mm-hmm.
So that's like, how much is it worth it in a start 3 running back best ball league just to have able running back bodies who could have an opportunity?
Oh, I mean, absolutely. It's important for sure. Like, again, right now, I couldn't tell you 42 starting running backs because there probably isn't 42 running backs that you feel confident plugging and playing every single week, right? And that's just the reality when you get a 14-team start 3 running back. So having these RB bodies that can crack your lineup here and there is 100%. It is super important. Or if any injuries happen or anything, because unfortunately injuries are just part of the game. Yeah, man. Dylan Sampson is probably a guy that you want to stash for sure on your roster.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's at the cost of a Keon Coleman now, especially with the news of Quinchon Judkins. But, I really don't hate it either way.
No. You're sending away about 10% of your fab budget as well to get it done. Before the Quinchon deal, I think it's fine. It's a square deal. I might even lean the running back just because of what we've seen the running back prices be in this league, right? I know we've all been shopping things around.
Oh, yeah.
After this deal happened, so Lily, as this deal went through, Janner had another deal lined up with you to send away Jacoby Myers in a second to get Alvin Kamara. That was a cool little twofer there. You got involved. You got busy. Yeah, I think after the Quinchon news, though, I'm just going to go Keon and give me some fab in a best ball league.
Yeah.
But that one broke. That one didn't break too well for you. But Gabe, I want to move on to the deal that you got done with Drew here.
Ooh.
So you sent away Romeo Dobbs, Bucky Irving, and a 2026 second. You got Jordan Addison, Tyrone Tracy, and Bill. So you finally got your bill.
I did.
You got Tracy, you got Addison, sent away Bucky, a second, and Dobbs. Talk to me.
All right. Well, Ty, I just alluded to the fact that in a 14-team start 3 running back, you need running backs, my friend. Mm-hmm. And unfortunately, I think I didn't have the best running back room. Let's just say I think I barely had 3 starters And so I
barely. You had
barely.
Bucky, Kamara, and Tank Bigsby,
Yeah.
and no first.
No firsts. Yeah.
So,
But but I will tell you, my wide receiver room though is deep. So I basically was like, okay, well, I have to split this Bucky. Like he was the best running back that I had. Obviously, Ty just alluded to the fact that running backs have been a little bit costly in this league. And so I tried to see if I could basically split it out best way that I can. And I wanted to get guys, Ty, that could ascend in some value, right? And so that's kind of my mentality. I think in the big picture, it probably is the Bucky in the second side. But the way that I kind of took this trade, for example, was for me, I'm taking Jakrosky Merritt over a late 26 second at this point, especially given this format, right? Add in Romeo Dobbs. Romeo Dobbs in a late 26 second or Bill?
Dobbs in a second or Bill? Best ball. I guess give me cushion head Dobbs in the second, but
yeah,
it's a square deal and a start 3 running back, start 2 wide receiver.
And so then Jordan Addison, who is on a 3-game suspension. Again, I just mentioned that I have a lot of wide receivers.
A lot of wide receivers.
I can eat the 3 weeks of Jordan Addison not being there just for him to get back and him to be very good at football. Because again, Jordan Addison is a very good receiver. Mm-hmm. Jordan Addison and Tyrone Tracy or Bucky Irving.
Yeah. Again, not pure dynasty value. I'll lean Bucky, but this is a deal you had to do. You had to make this deal. And you didn't come up short. You kept, like you said, you have an Addison who is just naturally going to have a bump when he starts playing football again and he's over the suspension.
Oh yeah.
Bill, we'll see. Is this the top? Is there more to come? You know, I think a single injury in that backfield, it's going to be Bill's name that gets brought up more than anyone else's. Mm-hmm. Tyrone Tracy. Yeah, he's the starting running back for the New York Giants, but could be good.
How long? Yeah. For how long? And could he hold off Scatterboo? We'll see.
Maybe.
You know?
Right.
Unfortunately, I had just, to your point, I pushed in the chips, and so I needed to make sure that I saw that through, right? So looking at the team right now, I have Devontae Smith, Nico Collins, Garrett Wilson, Jacoby Myers, Chris Olave, Devontae Adams, Michael Pittman, and Jordan Addison now. So I have a shit ton of wide receivers. But nobody was taking wide receivers 1-for-1 for running backs either.
Right.
So I had to get a little creative. I had to, again, maybe pay a little bit more than what I would like to, but I felt like splitting Bucky into 2 viable running backs that will hit my lineup week to week. And then I get the shot on Addison that once he comes back, I could probably move him for something else.
Yeah. I think this is the PSA for when you're building out your team, especially in a startup, especially if you see like 10 teams going for it, right? Yeah. Is be the team that has flexibility and can make moves, because you put yourself in a lane where you needed to make this move, and I think this deal makes your team better.
Yeah.
But from a trading standpoint, I want the Bucky the second and a Dobbs, right? Yeah. Dobbs will be a guy in a 25-man roster. Bucky, he is the upside, and Drew has like 8 seconds or something crazy. Like he has a ton of seconds in the bank. So he's looking to tier up because he came out of the draft very deep. This is a great deal for Drew, and it's a great deal for you. You got your man, you got your Bill. Have fun with that. I'll lean Bucky in the second though. So good stuff, Drew. Good stuff.
Boom.
Okay, let's move on. We got another one here. Another little all gas trade show banger here. Okay, so this one happened. This one came in. Well, not this exact deal, but a version of this deal came into my inbox when I was approximately 18 beer deep at my friend's cottage on Labor Day weekend. I had to put the phone away and come back to this the next day. We ended up haggling up a little bit, but this is before any of the CMC stuff. But again, you got to start 3 running backs, wide receivers. You only got to start 2. Mm-hmm. I didn't have my first. I sent away Christian McCaffrey, Adam Thielen, and Terry McLaurin. My love child, Terry McLaurin. I got into a Mecca Egbuka 26 first and a 27 second. Okay. Now, for Stiley's team here, he has Saquon, Gibbs, Henry, and he's adding Christian McCaffrey to that room. That is a problem for the league.
Filthy.
Yeah, that's a problem. I think we can't help but naturally feel a little bit different about the deal with just some of the uncertainty there with Christian McCaffrey. For me, though, man, like, it wasn't just simply a first gets Christian McCaffrey, because believe me, that's not the price in the league. I've tried. Yeah. It's not the price, right? So it's literally like, it's got to be like a first and a second for Christian McCaffrey at minimum, right? Just given the format. And then it's Egbuka, Terry McLaurin, and Adam Thielen. I'll tell you what, Terry and Thielen are going to score more points. Egbuka is the upside shot. So I was looking across the league, man. I feel like I have a dark horse team, I think, honestly, but it's, if one or two things went wrong, it wasn't going to be my year. Yeah. So I figure I don't have my first. Let me get a little more flexible. I'll send away some of these pieces. I'm still not running back poor, but I'm not running back sexy as much without CMC. When you saw this one come through, how did you feel, man?
I mean, I told you, I had messaged you, and I think I told you, I said, I think this is a very, very good trade for both parties, but really, I want your side. I mean, again, I've talked about how excited I am for Egbuka, and I think Terry McLaurin is going to outscore Egbuka. That is definitely not in question. And so I think from a point scoring perspective for Stiley, being that he is pushing his chips all the way in, I think it's a great move. You know, obviously you feel a little differently. And again, I think this trade was made prior to Christian McCaffrey's calf injury concerns and everything like that too. So that's a little unfortunate for Stiley, depending on what happens with that situation, right? And seeing how that plays out. I think for the most part, though, any Christian McCaffrey owner, if you're not going for it, you are happy to sell your Christian McCaffrey for a 26 first. You are ecstatic, though, to sell him for a 26 first and a 27 second. So for me, I'm going to probably just take the picks over Christian McCaffrey. And then again, from an ADV standpoint, I want Egbuka over McLaurin and Thielen. But from a point scoring perspective, I can understand why Stiley wants the potential running back one if he plays, and a wide receiver one, probably not the wide receiver one, but a wide receiver one in Terry McLaurin when, you know, everything is said and done.
You talk about a running back room that can absorb the risk of CMC. This one.
Jesus.
Like, good God. But yeah, it was, like I said, this wasn't, this is one I hemmed and hawed over more than you might think, just because of the league we play in, right? Your standard 12 by 10 lineup league, bye-bye, right? Give me whatever. But the best ball of it all, all the intricacies of this league makes you think. But I think it's a really good deal. Obviously, with the CMC news, it's leaning more the Egbuka side, but it is what it is. So appreciate you, Stiley. Go check out Savage FF. Well, actually, don't, because I wanted to keep it all to myself. So, so keep up with Lee and everything he's doing, because he's bringing great stuff to the Dynasty streets. Okay, let's move on to Nasty Nate. Nasty Nate brings us a 12-team start 10 Superflex PPR, 6-point passing touchdown, and it's a 2 PPR for tight ends. The team is middle of the pack, wanted to capitalize off the Ollie hype and the Rice suspension. So Nate sent away Ollie Gordon and Travis Hunter. He gets into Rashee Rice and a 2026 first. My man. I made a concerted effort to get into some Rashee Rice especially after the suspension was finally actually laid out, but I've been trying kind of all off season. You know, my like for Travis Hunter, my love for Travis Hunter. He is up there. I think we've put him out of sight, out of mind. I want to see what happens when he gets on the field, man. I really do. But I'll tell you what, if I have Ollie Gordon, this is how I want to use him. I will tack him onto the sexy Hunter and let me get into Rice in a first. I think this is a deal. Especially if I'm middle of the road, man, give me Rice. I'll eat the suspension. I'll make my pick better. I'll have an extra first. If my team sustains the suspension, dope. I get a top 10 wide receiver. First. And now with Worthy possibly being out longer term.
That's what I was just about to mention too.
Ooh, it's wheels up. It's wheels up, Rice. Do you see that any differently?
No, man. That's exactly what I was going to mention. We hadn't touched on Xavier Worthy, but and it's unfortunate, but if he is set to miss any time, dude, when Rashee Rice gets back, assuming those obviously, correlate, right? Like if Worthy is still out when Rashee Rice comes back, which hopefully is not the case, but if it is, dude, Rashee Rice, I mean, hopefully he's going to feast in that offense.
It's going to be feast, not famine.
Oh yeah. So yeah, Rashee Rice in the first for me.
Yeah. So Nate had T-Law, JJM, Dart, and backups, Bijan, Hampton, Sharbs, Monty, Dobbins, and backups. We have Neighbors, Rice, Evans, Cup, and Joku. 326 first, 226 seconds. Yeah, man. You have some players that will win you weeks. You have upside shots at quarterback. You have a good roster construction with some veterans in there, but I like getting the extra first on this team. I really do. So, good one, Nate. I like that. Anything else on this one?
No, sir.
Okay, we got one big one for the people here, and shouts out to Sleeper just being clunky and not being great. Please figure it out, Sleeper. We beg you. Please don't make me use MFL. But we got the Royal Rumble League.
Wait, who gets what in this trade? I don't. Yeah, I can't read this.
I know. So listen. Okay. So Stebo sends away Kyler Murray, CeeDee Lamb, and a 2026 first. Clay sends away Lamar Jackson, Javonte Williams, and Ladd McConkey. So we have 3 of these players who have played. CeeDee Lamb was smashing, left his hands on the sideline a little bit after the break. Javonte Williams fell into the end zone a couple times. We love to see it, especially after Jalen Carter took the lead in the Knucklehead of the Year conversation. Ladd McConkey also dope. Lamar Jackson, we know what that is. Kyler Murray in a first involved as well, man. Let's see if we can break this thing down. Okay, so
all right.
Kyler Murray in a first or Lamar Jackson in Royal Rumble, which is a 14-by-11, 25-man roster best ball. It's similar to All Gas Trade Show in its structure, but in this league, it's a 0.5 PPR. There's 2.25 point per carry, and 0.75 tight end premium, 1.5 for the receivers, but there's juice for some first down scoring as well. So juice to the running backs, 14 teamers, so you got to respect quarterback.
Oh yeah. I mean, Kyler Murray in a late first for me, again, normally I like the flexibility, but being that so many people are out, and I just think Lamar Jackson, he is him, and what he does, especially in a format like this, man, I'm going to take Lamar Jackson over Kyler Murray in a late first.
Yeah. Okay. So
do you see that any
Lamb,
before we jump?
No, okay. I really don't, man. Like that is at least the price to get up to that tier, right? Yeah. Especially in a 14-by-11. Yeah. Just give me the running quarterback and Lamar. Like Kyler could be dope. I'm still, even if Kyler smashes, I'm still going to want to add a first to get up to Lamar. So give me Lamar. CD for Ladd McConkey and Javonte, right? Before Friday or Thursday, I would say that's CeeDee Lamb, no question.
Mm-hmm.
Just like Ladd's dope, but it's CeeDee Lamb, and I will pay Javonte to get up there.
Oh yeah, I mean, because Javonte was being valued really as just a body running back at that point. Like, hey, he was a starter, but for Dallas, but it really wasn't anything, worth writing home about. Now, people are excited.
He may still well be. He may still well be just a body.
Absolutely, but I mean, again, he scored a shit ton of points, landed in the end zone twice against a very, very good Philadelphia defense. Okay. Like I also don't want to sit there and discredit that either. Like Dallas played a great game, man.
Yeah.
And I do believe had there not been such a long delay, the outcome of that game could have been very different than what it was.
Yeah. I didn't anticipate would have saw probably some more points. Defenses don't adjust. It's hard to come back after sitting for that long, right? That's why the Super Bowl halftime is this longer. It changes the game, man. But I think we would have seen something different. I assume CeeDee Lamb would have remembered how to catch. So I'm not worried there. But yeah, man. I mean, again, I like Murray, I like CeeDee Lamb, and I love first. But give me Lamar, give me Javonte, give me Ladd. Javonte, I guess, like, what are you trying to do with your Javonte now? Are you trying to like move him for a second plus? Is that what you're getting? Or are you holding for their production? Like, what are you doing?
Yeah, I mean, it really is just going to be team contingent, right? I think at this point, Ty, I'm not going to sell him for a second. I just think that the reward is so much greater than the risk at this point. Like, if he goes and does nothing, okay, well, what I paid for Javonte whenever I acquired him was a third, maybe,
right?
If that, right? So at this point, I'm just going to hold him, man. If somebody's willing to pay up for him, then absolutely, you can have him. But I think 9 times out of 10, I'm just going to hold him and see what comes to fruition. Because again, at the end of the day, Ty, a couple of years ago, this dude was the running back 2 in Dynasty. People were over the moon excited for what he could do. And hey, who knows? Maybe we finally get that 5-year breakout or 6-year break, however many years he's been in the league at this point, breakout for Javonte Williams.
Hey, I think that's why if you have the opportunity to get these guys thrown into trades, right? Like get the running back body that when he happens into opportunity, people are going to be excited. I think if the thing for Javonte, it's nice it happened right away.
Yeah.
But a lot of people probably didn't have them in their lineups. I could say I have one Javonte and he was in my lineup. So, but I think if this would have happened later in the year, or if it continues into the year, that's when you're really going to have an opportunity with Javonte. But you're not getting into Javonte for future. You're getting into him right now. So enjoy the points. But if I have a second plus for Javonte on the table, I am having the dynasty discipline. He is out the door.
Look at you. I love it. I love it.
You got a safe look. Okay, man. So we got a couple minutes here. We didn't do a hot seat. You want to do one?
Let's do it. Let's do it.
All
And I don't know. I was looking over at the Discord right now too, and it looks like we did get a trade too in the All Gas trade show just a second ago from Stebo and Danny. Yeah.
Oh, good Lord. Yep. Give me 1 second. I'm going to get this in here. Okay. We are. You know what? We'll save the hot seat for another day. You know, maybe we'll. I
was gonna say we could do the hot seat right after this too, real fast.
Why not?
Yeah.
Sure.
I mean,
We'll give it to the people. You know, it's week 1. We're excited. We've got, I think this is our 12th or good God, wrong screen. This screen. Bang. Bang. There we go.
Oh.
We got, when we go back to the other view, that's going to still be there, people. So bear with. I'm going to get rid of that when we go back. But this is a big one. So again, All Gas Trade Show League. Okay. 14 teams, start 11. You got juice tight ends, running backs. It's a 14-teamer. Boy, oh boy. Stebo sends away Puka Nacua, Ashton Genty, and Khalil Mullings. Gets into Jamar Chase and Kyron Williams. My, oh my. So
it's a big boy.
It's a big boy deal. Danny had a lot of wide receiver value. He came out a little thin. He has to split out a bit. Stebo, we know how Stebo plays, baby. You know, give him the picks, give him the good players. He's going to keep making deals and keep trying. He loves him some Chase. I love me some Chase, man. In this league, man, how do you what is the gap between Chase and Nacua? Genty versus Kyron?
Yeah.
You know, what are we really expecting for Genty year 1? This is an interesting deal, man. I'll tell you what, on the surface, I want Danny. I want Genty. I want Nacua, and I want Mullins. I think if you are scared on Stafford, you're going Chase, right? And if there's going to be a difference maker, it's going to be Chase. I think that Kyron Williams could easily outscore Genty, but I also think Kyron Williams is like a fumble or two away from people just being done with him. And Genty could be pretty damn nice. I think I want Genty and Nacua here, but I want to hear what you think.
Oh, man. I mean, so look, we just talked about how deep of a format this is, right? Mm-hmm. Again, especially for running backs. And so I know we're usually inclined to go position for position, right? Like wide receiver to wide receiver, running back to running back, different things like that. But I almost feel like Genty is right up there with Chase in a format like this.
That's what I'm saying, man.
From a production perspective, yes, it's probably going to be Jamar Chase and Kyron Williams, more than likely. But Ty, there's a world where Genty freaking smashes this year, dude. I mean, he's the only person in Las Vegas. Like, he is literally the only running back in Las Vegas. And so he's going to be fed. He is a bell cow running back. And so, I mean, I'm kind of right there with you, my friend. I think the gap from Puka Nacua to Chase is smaller than the gap from Genty and Kyron Williams, in my opinion, from an ADV standpoint. Yeah, dude, this is a great trade.
Here's the thing, because I can take Chase and I can get whatever wide receiver I want, and I can probably get a first added on, and like people aren't going to be mad, right?
Yeah.
I can take Puka and do the same thing with a wide range of wide receivers.
Mm-hmm.
Ashton Genty, man, like I feel like I can go get a rookie running back in a first. I could even try to get maybe like a Chase Brown and like a nice substantial plus. Like I could do some things with Genty. Kyron Williams is an eye of the beholder asset.
Oh yeah.
I think if you get a first, like if you get a true liquid first, you have to stop and think. Same way that I had to stop and think about CMC. You got to stop and think if you get that first. And again, in here, I would not trade Kyron for the first. It's Kyron over a first in this league. Like, don't get it twisted.
Yeah.
But man, I think just from like what I can do and what Danny needs to do on this team, give me Genty and Puka, man.
Yeah, man. Honestly, again, I think to your point, a lot of people really like Kyren Williams, but he also is one of those guys where he's purely production based. Like that's his value. And if for whatever reason he stops giving you that production, people are not going to want in on him. Gentry's the new shiny toy. And so everybody wants a piece of that. I think I'm going to take your side as well. And I'll do Genty and Puka Nacua, but it's very, very close. Very, very close. And we didn't even talk about Mullings, you know, I mean, that's got to sway you a little bit one way too.
Oh yeah. Big time. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, no. I think that's thank you for getting that one in.
Yeah, a little impromptu thing.
There we go. And yeah, none of the players have played yet, so it's all good. Okay, so now I'm going to jump screens. Don't be scared. This is still here, and it's gone. Okay, we're good. All right, let's put you in the hot seat, baby. Let's do this.
All right, let's do it.
Okay, so
we're my mentals ready.
Yeah, so we'll do Christian McCaffrey. Okay, because there's. Hey, you got to make a bet time, right? Like it's week 1. We are hearing eerily similar things about the calf injury and just like the way it's going. So I'll pull up Christian McCaffrey here. We'll go 12 by 10. Okay. I think you're going to be on the CMC side for some of these. So let's see, but I'm going to hit it. You ready?
All right, let's do it. So this year, CMC, who would I want? Let's get it going.
No, this is Dynasty, baby.
Oh Lord! All right, let's get it.
We're playing with this is a Dynasty football show. We are playing Dynasty. Okay,
let's do it.
Dynasty. Christian McCaffrey or Breece Hall in 2 seconds.
Ooh, I'm gonna take Breece Hall in 2 seconds.
Christian McCaffrey or Jordan Addison and Calvin Ridley.
Jordan Addison and Calvin Ridley. I'm gonna take Jordan Addison and Calvin Ridley.
Christian McCaffrey or Chuba Hubbard in a second.
Ooh, that's good. I'm going to take Chuba Hubbard.
Christian McCaffrey and David Montgomery in a second.
I'll take Christian McCaffrey.
Okay. Christian McCaffrey or Devon Achane. Calf for calf.
Yeah, calf for calf. I'm going to still take Devon Achane.
Christian McCaffrey or a 26 first.
I could go either way with that one, Ty. I'm probably going to take 26 first.
There we go. Cool. You want to talk about any of those?
I mean, honestly, a lot of them are really good, real quick. Yeah, I mean, I think the first one, Breece Hall, 2 seconds, or Christian McCaffrey. Where are you at? I just like the flexibility aspect of it, and still Breece Hall gives me that upside where if he does do anything, like I could probably still get a nice piece for him. Whereas Christian McCaffrey right now is starting to slowly lose steam.
That's just it, man. Like if I'm scared, if that is it, that's a good price. Breece Hall in 2 seconds. Yeah. I like the Chuba in a second.
I was about to say Chuba in a second. Yeah, that's a good one.
You know, Monty in a second.
Nah, I'll take Christian McCaffrey.
I'll take Christian. That's where I'll take the upside bet. You know?
Yeah, I'll take Christian McCaffrey.
There was some we didn't even touch on. Nick Chubb in 2 firsts. Yeah, right.
Oh yeah, 2 firsts.
Ollie Gordon a first and a second. Come on.
Yeah, I'm taking him.
A lot of Ollie in a first, surprisingly. So
yeah,
that's interesting.
There you go.
You're not gonna like this one. Nico Collins for Chris Olave and Christian McCaffrey.
Nico Collins.
Breaking my phone. Well, this has been a fun show, man. We got real football. Like we don't got to say the same things back and forth to each other all the time. So I like this. We get to adjust. We get to overreact. We get to come back. I don't know, man. I think this is where you got to have your processes. You got to know what you're doing. You got to know what your team needs. And sometimes, man, like we saw on the show, you got to make deals that you're uncomfortable with to move your team forward. So know your team, know your league, and please enjoy the football we have coming this weekend, man. Just please enjoy. Gabe, appreciate you, man. I appreciate every watch, every listen. Again, patreon.com/allgas if you want to get in the community. DDFantasyFootball.com for all the tools and everything else going on at DD. Make sure you follow us on X. Keep your eyes peeled for more shows. DDFFB YouTube is popping. If you want to join, trade some Tilch here, $3.99. Gets you in the door. You get to be live for the Dynasty Deal Show. Manic and Chill is also on the regular channel along with Dynasty Theory. Everything else we got going on here at DDFFB. We love y'all. Take care. Enjoy football. We out of this thing. Peace.